afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, my cohort Heather, and today the beautiful Valerie B from Illumination Portal.
Hello, Valerie.
Hey, beautiful Valerie. Thanks for being here today. And we're going to talk about the May new moon in Taurus, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amongst a bunch of other shit.
Before you start, I did draw a card while it was starting up, and the card that I got is Tree of Life.
Lovely.
And when you think about it, that's kind of like what we're talking about, because astrology is part of our Tree of Life.
Oh, I love that. Very nice, Heather.
That was nice. I got Wandering Path just to enjoy the journey.
There you go.
It's certainly wandering these days.
all over.
So before we get to the new moon, we're in this weekend, which is powerful build up to the new moon on the 7th. 3 days, right? Tomorrow is the 5/5 portal.
Oh my God, we have so much stuff to talk about. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And today is my daughter's birthday.
First of all, let's say,
oh yeah,
goodbye to April.
Happy birthday, April.
And happy birthday, April.
My daughter.
Yes.
So what does this say? After the most intense month of 2024 with the strongest eclipse 2024, the most transformative full moon 2024, and the most unexpected new beginnings and realizations with Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. That's true. April really was a bitch.
Yeah. Does that mean we get to sleep tonight?
No, not yet.
So now we're starting the best weeks of 2024. April was filled with many challenges, karmic shakeups, sudden turbulences, crazy weather, both external and internal, deep triggers of old wounds, fears, and insecurity, miscommunication, delays. It's over. We made it. Yay!
Celebrate for that second. I'm not saying. Actually, May is always a powerful month for manifesting, right? Because May.
Hi, Fatima.
We're in Taurus season, right? That's what Taurus does. They bring all those ideas and inspiration, bring it and make it manifest in the physical plane into Earth, right?
Right.
But remember how much we've been clearing. We're clearing and constant.
All April, for sure. Well, before that too, but
yeah, I mean, it's been years. Okay, let's be real. Our whole lives is about clearing, removing, replacing, removing, replacing. But this is different in a way that because we're in ascension, also, these are deep cellular, deep-seated wounds, trauma, pain. It just keeps coming out, no matter what we do. But when we are feeling good, we take that time when we're feeling good and we work on our intentions and we work on what it is we prefer to enjoy.
Not what we want, but our preferences, what we prefer, because those are two different things. Wanting is coming from a place of lack. And preferences are coming from a place of knowing what you like and don't like. I love that part.
Yeah,
exactly. If you can remember that, it'll help keep you from saying want all the time.
I tell you what, I have my granddaughter here, and I've been teaching her that, and I'll turn around and I'll say I want, and she goes, no, you prefer. I mean, she must have said it to me 100 times.
I love it because it's so ingrained in us.
And she woke up today and declared it National Unicorn Day. So everything we are doing today is National Unicorn Popcorn, Unicorn Popcorn. Whatever we do, it's got Unicorn Makeup Day, Unicorn Makeup. So it's been a lot of fun.
How fun. Before we go any further on the astrology, I think we should take a moment and talk about this energy update because it's really affecting all of us right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed at the top of the chat, but we've had 1X class, which solar flare, which I guess was 2 days ago. And 5 M's and 7 C's in the last 48 hours. So if your communication skills suck today, guess why? If you're having problems with electronics, guess why? It's a big one. So feeling a bit disoriented, detached, and emotionally distant, as if you're drifting through each passing moment. It may seem challenging to concentrate, like being pulled in multiple directions without a clear path. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's essential to recognize that this often follows a significant internal transformation. April was intense, and now we're awaiting Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius while experiencing solar flares, including a nearly X-class one yesterday. Now, this was the day before, I believe, but we have had what I told you. It's all right to pause and regroup. We're all still adjusting after substantial purge of old patterns, relationships, and goals that April demanded, like you were just speaking about. And if you're feeling a bit off kilter today, remember it's okay to give yourself a break and take it easy. We can be really excited for May, but it's also important to allow ourselves some time to recharge after the intensity of April. Amen, sister.
I mean, we have such, this is important. I got to say this about tonight. Right now, the moon is at 29° Pisces. Okay, because we're going into the new moon in Taurus on Tuesday. So it's got to go through Aries, right? And then it's got to go through Taurus. Well, right now, it's sitting exactly right now. It's with 29 degrees Neptune. So the moon and Neptune are sitting there conjunct together.
Okay.
And so that Neptune just turned to 29 degrees just about maybe 8 to 12 hours ago.
And
it's going to be there. It's going to be there for a month, and then it's going to retrograde, and it's going to come back. So this 29° Pisces Neptune is going to play a major part for the next year because Neptune is not leaving, going to 0° Aries until I think it's about a year away. I'd have to look up.
Wow.
I didn't
very slow moving.
So what are the implications?
So, what does that mean, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? And we're utilizing that, right? Higher consciousness communities, spiritual communities. We already are utilizing the higher vibrating Neptune, where our psychic abilities, our intuitive abilities, all mediumship abilities, everything has been coming online since he's entered in 2012, entered Pisces. But here he is.
When did he enter Pisces, did you say?
2012.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Because when you think about how many of us have come online since 2012.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the other side of the coin is illusion delusion. And we see that in the world, right?
Yes.
So here we are in straddling that. But I think, well, what my guides say, Spirit is leaving him sit there at 29 degrees to try to remove what is holding those who don't want to connect to their heart back.
Right.
Because they still have the opportunity. We're in a ascension time. We don't know what that time period is, right? So they are given the opportunity, just like we are, to connect to our heart and our soul and to raise our vibration and all that. So, but today, for it,
I'm sorry.
He's basically waiting for the stragglers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that also helps us too, because who knows what we're capable of. What new skills and abilities are we going to uncover? What are we going to uncover? Because that's really what spirit is sitting there. I know, to me, that Neptune in Pisces is spirit. Even though the whole chart is spirit, that's representing spirit. And spirit's talking a lot, obviously. We're all being jolted awake, or our skills. Look at all the things we've learned in the last couple of years, just in our community, right? But sitting there with the moon at 29 degrees, the very last degree of the zodiac,
right?
He has all that information from 2012. If we're going to look at Neptune specifically, 0 degree to 29, all this,
all the info he's been collecting since 2012.
Can you imagine? I can't even, it's mind blowing to think how big that is, right? So,
yeah.
And he's sitting with the moon. So the moon is our emotions, right? The moon is, it might be emotional for some people. Well, whether you're connected or not connected to your heart, it's a dreamy space to be in with Neptune at 29 degrees. And then he will go, right? The moon will go tomorrow, will be 0 degree, sometime overnight. I'm not sure the exact time. Will be 0 degree Aries. So we will get that kind of that feeling of going forth, right? That Aries vibe, right? Because Aries is I am, Taurus is I manifest. But what was it? When he goes over to Aries, he's going to conjunct. This is the moon, so it moves pretty fast. He's going to conjunct Mars in Aries. So then, okay, so whatever we learn from the moon and Neptune, we're going over in less than 24 hours and going to be the moon with Mars. And that Mars is going to want to act on what it is that has come in for you, basically, from spirit.
Interesting.
That's how I'm seeing it. It's really cool.
Makes sense.
I mean,
you've gotten all this action, all this information since 2012. So now it's time to start putting it into action. Is that what you're saying it is?
Well, I think we're going to have an aspect of it come up for our specific individual part of this whole thing, right? Our world, our individuals, why can't I talk? Our individual, I mean, it could hit anywhere. It could be any aspect.
Sure.
Something is going to awaken in us or trigger us, or something already is. Maybe it's something we've been working on. But
interesting. This
information we're gaining right now. We're gaining information. So, like I said, that vast expanse. Neptune in Pisces is endless. The endless ocean, the endless space. It could be any part of our lives that is coming up. And at the same time, something's coming up to act on. Just think of all that you're releasing.
It would also have something to do with the collective, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But before you move on, Gypsy JJ was saying she needed to listen to that again. So not that you can, but can you kind of repeat it?
Sure. Which part? The 29 degree?
I think she was talking about how spirit represents Pisces and Neptune, and how they're sitting at the moon is coming at 29 degrees, and then it's moving into Aries tomorrow. The moon is moving into Aries. So that kind of that part, how that affects us.
Yeah, it's massive, right? Because it's spirit. To me, Neptune and Pisces is spirit. It represents every aspect of our life, every moment, everything we look at. So when it comes with the moon, and it's had 12 years to go from 0 degree Pisces to 29 degree Pisces, and here we are at the last degree of the zodiac with the moon. To me, there's mysteries being uncovered, is what I just heard. Things are going to,
that makes sense.
Yes. It's just I mean, my mind just blows. Boom, boom, boom.
And us all the same way. There's so much going on.
Right. It is. And it's, I mean, we see it in the world, right? So it's going to absolutely hit us all individually on some level, but then it absolutely will hit us all in the collective too.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of high emotions out there. There's a lot of people who are lost, people who aren't connected to their heart. They might even think they're connected to their heart, but they're not, fully. I mean, and we all have something in us where we really aren't fully connected. I'm not saying I'm all connected either, but.
Oh, I think we have our moments.
Yeah. There's times you are, and other times
I know I'm not.
I don't know anything. What the F am I doing here? Yeah. But it's interesting. And this is all happening, right? Because today is Saturday. On Tuesday, I believe it was Tuesday.
I don't know. Let me put this up because there's so much crap happening this month. I don't know. Do you want to go through that, Valerie?
Yeah, the first one. Okay. May 2nd, Pluto retrograde. Time for reflection. Well, that's going to be a lot more than reflection. And that goes until November 18th. But he will be at 29. Okay, here comes that 29 degrees again. He'll be at 29 degrees Capricorn September 1st until November 18th. But he's retrograde from Tuesday until then. That's how slow he moves, and he's only at 2 degrees Aquarius right now.
Right.
So all of this stuff that we've been witnessing, all this stuff, especially in external, again, this matters to our personal, individual lives, right? Things have come and gone, and they come back up for review, and that's important to know that there's retrogrades happening. He's the only one right now, but in a month, Neptune's going to be retrograde, right? It's going to start picking up on the retrogrades. And the more that happens, the more information gets exposed to humanity, the collective, on what is really, who's behind the curtain, what's going on here. I mean, to us, it's obvious. But I think even the obvious what's coming out is going to be even more shocking.
Wow.
It's going to knock us off our, it's really going to it's going to be a hit to humanity. But as we are ascending and growing together and staying together and demanding, that Aquarius is going to come back in Pluto, and it's going to be demanding freedom, number one.
Community,
humanitarianism, everybody having a seat at the table, everybody matters, but we're not going forward unless it's heart-centered and soul-centered. And in integrity, right? That's Pluto, integrity, truth, authenticity. So this is just to kind of set up our view from this day going forward.
Wow. Mark has a question.
Sure.
Would you say it would be beneficial to embrace all energy that is coming in for the greater good of all, embracing it, accepting it, and learning to flow with it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Embrace it with all the unconditional love that you can.
Yeah. And when you can't, that's okay.
And when you can't, that's okay too. Yeah. Whatever you feel on an individual level that you can give. Because when you embrace that energy and accept it and learn to flow with it, you're learning to flow with the energy of the universe. And that's quantum. Yeah. That's just riding that quantum field. And I think that's where we all want to be.
Yes, and that is where we're headed, right? We're doing this quantum jumping. We're doing these timeline jumps. We have to think above it, but we have to see it at the same time of what no longer works, what is not in our best interest. Right. It's not in humanity's best interest to be divided and hating each other. It's just not. And a huge amount of us understand that now, but more are going to understand it by what is being revealed in these next 5, 6, 7 months.
Right. Do you want to read this? I can't actually see it.
I can see it. I can see it, or can
Heather
you
can
see
read
it?
it. She's
I
got
can
another
read it.
iPad, I think.
Though Pluto may be the smallest planet of all, and even thought not to be significant at all, is actually very powerful. Pluto is referred to as the god of death and destruction, signifies the need for the death and the old selves of our old selves. It's a transformation process that allows us to embrace new beginnings. I used to always say it destroys so that it can rebuild, because you can't fix what it is. So it just destroys it and rebuilds what it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
And Pluto retrograde is here to assist us in our growth, guiding us to make decisions, embrace transformations, and create positive change for our highest good. Don't hesitate to address any habits, toxicity, or areas of improvement in your life. Embrace the opportunity to make those necessary adjustments and improvements. And during the retrograde, you'll experience a powerful shift that brings attention to areas in need of restoration and healing. It's a time for letting go, surrendering, and embracing change with courage. Remember, change may not always be easy, but this retrograde is here to help us and to support you in making these important changes. Healing can sometimes bring up emotions and pain, but it's all part of the process. Letting go, facing the pain, and connecting with yourself are important steps to your soul's growth. Remember, there's no limit for healing. Each of us has our own unique healing journey. So be kind to yourself during the time and honor the pain as you continue to heal and grow.
Wow. Thank you, Cosmic Girl. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she also said that change is inevitable.
Yeah. I mean,
When does it not change?
I know.
Changes all the bloody time.
It's
You
just
just
one of
get
those things you
comfortable.
know is going to happen. You know, like they say, death and taxes. Well, yeah, change.
Yes. I agree.
It's constant, right? And it's Pluto. And Pluto has to do, I mean, that's his, he doesn't have to do anything. I mean, that's
It's
what
his job.
job is to transform or die. So
Mhm.
if you're not in integrity, you're not in truth, you're not ethical, you're not authentic, Pluto, you can see that in somebody's chart. You
Pluto
can
will
see
eat you alive.
somebody, yeah, because without that solid foundation, you're not doing any of your chart. You're just
You're like
whatever.
the tower card.
Do you have anything you want to say? I don't know why the 555 is in this one. Let me see if I can.
I think that's because 555. Well, 5 this week. 5 was coming up when Pluto went retrograde on the 2nd. So it was. They put those codes in. I love these people who make these things because they really are brilliant. And they bring in the information in small enough chunks to understand that we're living through epic times.
Right. Let me see if I can read this one. Tiny but extremely powerful, Pluto is starting its annual retrograde journey in Aquarius on May 2nd and will be stationing direct with October 11th at 29 degrees of Capricorn, karmic degree of completion, highlighting major turning point. Dwarf planet Pluto is called the master of truth and radical transformation as it energetically rules death and rebirth cycle, the dark night of the soul, the shadow, ego death, alchemy, soul awakening, and growth of consciousness. Pluto retrograde starts at 2 degrees of the revolutionary sign of Aquarius that represents the collective consciousness, amplifying the energies of accelerated transformation, new perspectives, and revelations of truth. Pluto will drive back into Capricorn on September 1st to wrap up the old energies and issues, facilitating us to go inward and challenge us in uncomfortable ways, creating space for healing, including the inner child aspect for deep foundational transformation. both on the personal and collective levels, for final endings and reflection on how we proceed with these new energies. This retrograde will end in Capricorn, and it's the very last time we'll see Pluto in Capricorn. On November 19th, Pluto will move into Aquarius for good. This energy will continue to unfold for the next 20 years, revealing truth and catalyzing powerful shifts to raise the collective consciousness and anchor the new Earth timeline. Wow.
And just to let you know, I looked up 555, and what it means is transformation or change.
Oh yeah, fives are always about transformation, change, aren't they?
And it's also
Silver Star Priestess says she's seeing 555 a lot.
I am too. Yeah. It's so cool. That is so cool.
And tomorrow is 555. Yep.
And you want to do a ceremony. Okay. Again, this is, of course, release and then do your intentions, but this is even more powerful. I mean, I don't want to say it's more, but it is, because it's we're in this season of Taurus. Taurus makes things manifest. You call in what you prefer. Call it in. Really be specific. Give it your energy. Talk to spirit. Give it that honor, right? An honor of acknowledging it and acknowledging your soul and yourself on what it is you prefer in life. So
absolutely.
I think it's cool.
Heather, you want to read that one?
Sure. Portal 55. On May 5th, a numerology code is activated. 5 in numerology represents change and transformation with the goal of freedom. In a world that's constricting freedom, the biggest change you can make towards a status quo is becoming freedom itself. Freedom begins as an internal process within your heart and mind. This state of being then opens you up to perceive the different venues of how you can create more freedom in your spirituality, relationships, finances, health, career, and life. During this 55 portal, connect with your soul to explore how you can create more freedom in your life. Then on the super new moon, which happens just 2 days later, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, maybe in the week. Anyway, then on the supermoon, manifest with those insights to create more freedom in your life. Mm-hmm. The comment, I am choosing freedom, to affirm.
Sweet.
Yeah. So here we are, right? And this is the energy that you want to play with, moving up into the new moon, because the new moon is about creating, also calling in, planting your seeds, calling in your intentions, all of that. But again, we're in this powerful, powerful month of Taurus, where we just had the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction on the 18th, right? Right before the sun goes into Gemini, we're going to have the sun, Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter all together. Okay, wow. So we thought that Jupiter-Uranus was powerful by itself. Well, now we're going to have Venus, what you love and value, with the sun highlighting it. So think of this whole month as just one big, huge manifestation portal, because that's what it is. It's a portal. There's portals in everything, but this one is really good to bring in what it is you prefer, what you feel, because not only because of what month it is, because last year in May it was really tough. The year before that it was tough. It hasn't been, the door hasn't been open. It is just opening. So we really
and
have.
What date was this? The 18th?
Yeah, for that, and there'll be a 5-degree orb, because I think Jupiter will be. I'm sorry, Venus will be conjunct with Neptune and then Jupiter. So yeah, but it's real close. I say May 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th.
I thought there was something in here about that.
Maybe it's here. Yeah, because we have the full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd as Venus enters Gemini. So we want to go right before that 23rd. We're going 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. The sun enters Gemini in 20th. So really 17, 18, 19, 20. But it's powerful. It's a powerful 2-week period. It's extremely powerful.
Okay.
Extremely. This whole month. And it builds up, right? We're building up all the time. These energies are just constantly on the move, constantly talking to each
I don't
other.
think we needed that one.
Checking them all.
Yeah. I can't see what it says. Jupiter Kazemi. Okay,
There
Jupiter.
it is. There's the Kazemi.
That's Jupiter in the heart of the sun. So that's what happens during this time period.
Wow.
Jupiter, Uranus, and Venus are really going to be highlighted by the sun. You know, they don't put everything that's going on in these because they're little, you know, snapshots, right?
Yep.
It is already powerful. It's just ramping up. But this is the month, this is the time period with this new moon and this full moon in Sagittarius. These are things you're calling in for your, I really think this is new energy. This is our new past. This is our new reality. And how do you want that to look? Every aspect of it matters. Call it all in how you truly want it to look. Don't think that there's any limits. There's no money limit. There's no time limit. There's no
limits.
I'm not good enough.
They so want us to get out of that box. They want
Yes.
us to stop thinking small and really start thinking big, beyond the wildest of your imagination. How about world peace? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
I prefer world peace to world war. How about you?
Yeah.
You know, if you just start thinking about things like that you want in your future and the collective future, how can world peace not benefit everybody? Right?
Absolutely. And we're so conditioned to think, you know, we can't ask for those types of things.
It'll never happen. That's not feasible. It bloody is now.
Yeah.
It is feasible with this many people awakened on the planet. If we collectively throw those ideas out there daily with unconditional love, we're going to get there fast.
Yeah.
And look how our groups keep growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, we all really at the core of it, we want safety and security, but that requires ultimate freedom, right? So we have that. Those are big things, yeah. But why can't we ask for that? I ask for that every day for everybody.
I love this, Gypsy JJ. Thank you. That's brilliant. I'm hearing the song, You Can Do Magic. You can have anything that you desire. I can hear it in my head now. It's just running through. I love it.
It's so true.
Thank you.
We can do anything. And we gotta, I think the biggest thing before we even go any further is to acknowledge that there are no limits. You can write this down in your intentions, world peace. It's not stupid. It's not.
There are no limits. They don't want us to think in limited ways.
And it's not a fantasy.
No,
it can be.
It can be. I like Lark. Remember, we are catalysts to each other. Absolutely, we are.
We are.
And it can be a catalyst for good or a catalyst for negative. It just depends on where your energy's flowing.
And that's why I'm always saying we're trying to change the world one person at a time.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we're bulldozers getting bigger and bigger. I like that. I like that.
And it is, and it's by letting each other know. Hey, who said we can't think like that? Who said, you know, that's impossible? We got to take that because we're ascending. We're going into higher dimensions. All that third dimensional patriarchal constructs that enslaved humanity are gone. Yeah, because duality is going to eventually become unity, right? We don't have to believe, oh, you're in duality and that's it. You're stuck here.
No, we're moving into a unity consciousness, and that's not a duality.
Right. So, but we have to let each other know that this is okay. It's okay to ask for these big, huge things. I've been talking to Spirit for a month. How come there aren't any billionaire light workers? I mean,
I wondered that myself. Where are the billionaire light workers? All they want it's all They're all
share.
greedy.
Yeah, it's to
Because
share.
there's light workers would give their billions away. There wouldn't be billionaires.
And that's okay, because that's what I would do. That's the first thing I would do is bring up groups of people or animals or something, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we all have that. We have that dream. But think of it like this, because when I just said that, and I never got an answer before, but when I just said it just now, they said, because you didn't believe you could be a billionaire light worker. So this is what I'm saying. This is the time period we're at. And you got to think about Taurus, right? Yes, it makes all these ideas and all these dreams and all these wishes make them manifest on Earth in the physical. But Taurus is more than that. He wants the safety and security, wants us to be comfortable and enjoying all the things.
And Taurus is help grounding us.
Yes.
From all this freaking energy that's coming into the planet. That Taurus energy is helping us ground and absorb and what's the word?
It's a beautiful feeling, when you got that Taurus. It's like a big hug, right? Like Mother Earth.
But it's helping us take this energy and use it and
incorporate it.
Thank you. Word. Thank you. Right, Silver Star Priestess. Sing a song out loud. Sing of good things, not bad, and play. I love that. And play in my head. Use your voices to bring it in. I love it. Thank you for that.
And that is the message going forward, because now that the door is open, now that we've gone through
the voice of your hearts. That's exactly it.
Yes. Yep. And I mean, we just got here, right? We just got to this. Yeah, the door's been cracking open a little by little, but we couldn't go anywhere till we had eclipse season, and then the full moon in Scorpio. He was still taking stuff. I don't know about y'all, but it hit me hard. And here, so as the door's opening and we're calling in these things that we have been forbidden to ask for.
Yep.
With Taurus is like, come on, ask. Here, I'm here. Let's make it happen. And I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, as far as song system, my dad was not necessarily spiritual, far from it. But he truly believed in the song, When You Wish Upon a Star. And if you listen to the verses, they're right with us.
Aww.
Well, you know what? I wish I knew the verses, because I don't.
I was just thinking that.
Go check it out. But they're right. They're exactly what we are.
It
doesn't matter who you are when you're wishing. It makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then we're acknowledging that we're divine beings. We're divine beings of unconditional love and truth.
Absolutely.
And we can call in all of this. There's no reason why any of us are suffering, have to be enslaved, have to any of this. It's ridiculous.
So let me get the timeline right. So we're still releasing at the moment. And then with the new moon, we're going to start setting intentions big time for what it is that we want to manifest.
For manifesting.
Start tomorrow. Tonight. Start now, because since the sun went into Taurus, it's like, okay, here you are. Like, it's like Christmas morning. Open all your presents.
All right.
You have so many, like they're everywhere. Open them all. Don't hold yourself back. And I keep seeing that. Like, it's just so much abundance, but we prevent ourselves from engaging with it.
Yeah.
From going with it, from opening those presents. This is like so crazy. It's so crazy. But so here we are. We have this month, the 18th, the sun changes into Gemini. Gemini's still good too, though. There is an angel in my bed. Her name is Raven. She thinks that's funny. She's actually a unicorn today. But she's
I'm with her. I'm a unicorn today. I feel like being a unicorn today. I'm blessing the unicorn magic of the day.
And the unicorn is that high vibration, angelic, right? That allows us to jump those timelines and really utilize that magic, everyone is free, everyone is safe and secure.
That's right.
And the thing I keep getting is, if once we get our foundations solid of coming out the door, this is what I'm asking for. I'm asking for everybody, or I'm asking this for myself. Well, however you want to do it. And use the word prefer, wish, dream. Don't use the word want. We'll go through that again, because that does limit
prefer.
Mm-hmm. It's like we
well,
said,
prefer is a balance. You found what works for you as opposed to what doesn't work for you. Whereas want is coming from a place of, I got to have, I want
lack.
Something that I don't have. So it's coming from a place of lack. And when you can get that embedded in your brain, it makes so much sense. I absolutely prefer peace to war. I absolutely prefer bubbly water to still water.
And it's okay. We all have these preferences, right? And that's I think the whole thing that Spirit is saying is, it is okay. We've been so limited in what we were allowed to believe.
Yes.
And how, we had to play in between these little very fine lines, well, that's gone. We're the ones creating the lines. We're the ones creating the future. We're the ones creating this new existence, this new reality. We're the ones.
Focused intent.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
With focused intent. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Lart.
So cool.
Thank all of you for your comments today.
Yeah, they've been great.
And because, the whole chart, right? We have a stellium in Aries, a stellium in Taurus. Huge, right? Everything's kind of just hanging out. It's really heavy, top heavy here in these two signs.
Right.
So it's asking us, I am, Aries, I am. Who are you? What are you manifesting? What is it that you prefer? It really, ask yourself these questions. And, of course, this whole thing is going to keep going and going until the end of time. But as we get into the summer months, right, it's going to break up some more.
Right.
They've been really hanging out here. From Aries to Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, it's been really top heavy. We had all that transformation in Aquarius when Venus, Mars, Mercury all went to 0 degree and met Pluto at 0 degree. It's just, we're just getting little sneak peeks, little peek under the covers or something.
Right.
But to be limitless, really give ourselves
limitless. That. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? The Moon and Saturn conjunct on yesterday.
That was yesterday. So if you felt like crap yesterday, here's why.
I found that I couldn't do hardly anything that I had planned to want to do. I just wasn't able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Moon and Saturn conjunct in Pisces. And how long does that last? It was yesterday. How long does that conjunction last?
That moon goes fast, right?
Okay.
So he's already
it's basically over, but this alignment fosters profound transformation, urging us to confront our innermost fears and insecurities as we are clearing karmic contracts and debts. Pisces, the sign of intuition and spiritual growth, invites us to delve into the depths of our subconscious minds, seeking clarity and healing as we embrace solitude and introspection. We have an opportunity to navigate through our dreams and emotions to anchor in serenity and inner peace. Under this cosmic alignment, you may consider incorporating a manifesting ritual to amplify the energies, such as journaling your intentions, meditating on your desires, or performing a water ritual to symbolize emotional purification and renewal. Trust in the wisdom of your intuition to guide you along the journey of self-discovery and personal growth, as this conjunction offers an opportunity of clearing of karmic contracts and realigning of abundance. By releasing old patterns and limiting beliefs, the universe opens new opportunities and blessings to flow into your life. I release karmic contracts. Whoops. As I am open for blessings to flow into my life. I like that.
Yeah.
And see how, like, look how perfect this is, right? The moon's going, well, the moon was going through Pisces, gets to Saturn, unload this baggage, right? Because tomorrow we're going to go to Neptune and we're going to receive, well, we're going to unload, but we're also going to receive some information from spirit. And then it's just a constant communication among all of them. It's really cool.
Right. So today and tomorrow we have this meteor shower.
ETA Aquarius, yeah.
Is it how do you say that? Aquarids?
I would say ETA Aquarids. Yeah, it's not easy. Aquarids, like, because they're oh, what's that word? No, you're not going to remember it.
I don't know if there's anything else about it. Okay, and did we talk about the 5/5 portal? We did, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did that one.
Okay.
New moon Taurus.
So let's talk about the new moon in Taurus.
This is okay. This thing right here explains it to you in the better than I'd ever be able to.
Okay, Heather, you want to read it?
Sure. I embrace the Taurus new moon's energy to amplify my ability to manifest wealth and prosperity. I align myself with the limitless abundance of the universe, allowing money to flow effortlessly into my life. I release any limiting beliefs that hinder my success, replacing them with confidence and a magnetic attraction towards golden opportunities. With gratitude, I welcome financial abundance into my life, knowing that it enables me to make a positive impact in the world and create the life of my dreams. So it is, and so it shall be.
Ooh, that is brilliant.
Isn't that powerful?
That is
very powerful.
That's very nice.
So you guys take a screenshot of this and remember this for tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, start now. I would start now, because it really does take a minute to go, okay, well, what am I releasing? Because we don't really like to look at that or feel that. Right? We're just like, okay, hurry up. Let me get on to the good stuff. But until we really look at that, what we're releasing, it's really hard to call this in. I mean, this is talking about money, monetary prosperity. I was talking a little bit ago with
spiritual prosperity.
Spiritual prosperity.
We can have them both.
Yes, you can have them all, but you got to see where those limits are in each aspect of our lives that's holding you back. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really good one. So replace money or wealth or prosperity with other words and put them in here, That would work too.
Whatever it is you want to manifest. It doesn't have to be wealth and prosperity, although we all like that, I believe.
Yeah. Billionaire light workers coming in.
That's I think it's time for billionaire light workers. I'm glad you brought that up. I think that's important.
Yes, it is.
They will help.
Yeah.
But I still don't see how you can do it, because you're going to be giving all your money away as a light worker, even as a billionaire light worker.
Yeah, it's okay. I give it to other light workers. I'm not going to be alive forever.
Spread it out.
Yeah.
Even if they've got several billion, if they even just give one, that's good.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can't even imagine.
Yeah. I don't know. It keeps coming in, though. So something about that. It's going to. I think that's what we're going to be seeing. And what's that one lady's name? Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Look all the good she does with that money.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She's
Is
one
it
of them.
Bezos' ex-wife? I thought it was
No, it's
computer
Bezos.
guy's ex-wife.
No, I don't know.
She's been doing a lot too.
Yeah, thankfully there's a couple of women who have money that are utilizing it for unconditional love and truth. But
if Gypsy JJ, if you're on an iMac or something, a MacBook Pro or anything, it's Command Shift 3 to take a screenshot. You guys that are using the regular computers, if you'll tell her how to take a screenshot, that would be lovely. I don't know on
I think it's Command Arrow F3.
Gypsy
a
JJ,
regular computer doesn't have command.
you can email
Well,
me, send it to you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Just email me at loveucu11@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you, whichever one you want.
Yeah.
And Silver Star told her how to do it on a phone. I'm on I'm a MacBook Pro, so it's Command Shift 3.
Yeah, and I was looking up on the little, I had bought this little box cheat sheet, and that's how I figured it out.
Oh yeah, that thing's very handy. So is this actually about this weekend?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Your
Yeah,
negative karma from the past is being restored and cleared. You have enough lessons. It's time to give yourself what you want. Be willing to change, because to improve is to change. This weekend, the moon will pass in front of Saturn, the planet of karma. This cosmic alignment is bringing us spiritual downloads. It means that the universe is sending you important information to clear karma, blockages, raise your vibration, manifest any dream, expect major spiritual growth, spiritual rebirth, growth of love, new blessings, and prosperity. Yeah, you're right. I'll take that.
I
Hey,
love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Isn't it? And instead of want up there on the first sentence, use prefer.
Yes.
That's all. That's, and I know it's not easy.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that when I was reading it. Darn it.
Oh my goodness. I caught it earlier and I'm like, darn it, I sent it, but I loved what it said, so it's okay. We can figure it out.
What's next? Oh, I think that's it. I think that's the last one I have. Did we go through them all?
I think so.
The only one we didn't was what happened in April. I don't know.
This is important. It is important, though. It kind of sets up, right, May, because Venus goes into her home sign on the 29th. Her home sign is Taurus. All that stuff we like in the physical that brings us safety and security and comfort. And the very next day, Mars goes into his home sign of Aries, of let's go do it. We've been held back. He's been held back in a lot of signs for a while. It's been all about that clearing. Still, as the two of them each went into their home signs, the inside of us, our female divine feminine, divine masculine, feels okay. They got the new information. We're starting a whole new cycle, right? Because it's taken them over a year and a half, 2 years to come full circle. And there they, that's just, to me, it's just beautiful.
You want to?
And Mars, I'm sorry, Mars was in 29-degree Pisces on the day Venus was going into Taurus. So he was getting all that updated information with Neptune too. You see how they all go by each other and they all have these. Okay, so now, and then we're going to move on and we're going to meet you in Aries. It's just cool.
Right.
If I said that right. I think I said it right.
Go ahead and read it, Heather.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you sense a noticeable shift in the energy within and around you, it could be due to Venus gracefully entering Taurus and Mars boldly settling into Aries. This alignment brings a harmonious balance of masculine and feminine energies, with both planets now in their home signs. Oh, sorry, I've got something stuck.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, why don't you finish it?
Do you want me to finish it, or do you want to finish it? This powerful combination enhances attraction, magnetism, love, passion, and romance, and motivates us to express our desires and build deeper soul connections. It also helps us to remove doubts or limitations and reminds us that we are deserving of all that we dream of and desire. Whether strengthening existing bonds or starting new relationships, this is a time to nurture connections that are respectful, reciprocated, and resonant. allow yourself to trust in divine timing as everything unfolds perfectly on the level of love. Make a wish whenever you see 1111, 1717, or 888. Might as well throw 555 in there too. I don't know.
Cool.
Lovely.
What was I going to say about this? Mars, Mercury and Mars are both in Aries, so they're communicating to make plans to get things done. What are we going to do? We have all this new energy. We have this freedom, right? We got this. Look at all the freedom Taurus has given us. And what, as they go forward, they're coming over top of, Mercury already went over top the North Node in Chiron. So this is the way forward. This is whatever they're deciding, whatever all of this means to us individually or collectively. It is divine timing. It is the North Node. It is the way forward.
Interesting.
Really cool. It is.
Wow. Well, guess what, ladies? We're almost at the end of our time. I can't believe it.
Wow. And you got all that information in. Wow.
I can't believe you got it all in, but you did. Well done. Any parting words? Make sure that you are, you guys go do a ritual for this new moon. It's worth it with the sun and moon and Taurus, right?
Yes.
Grounding. You go outside and do something outside
and start, getting ready to start manifesting. This is important.
Yeah. Your heart's desires, the bigger, the better. Write it down.
Like this, when you wish upon a star, says anything your heart desires will come to you.
Right. Indigo Jaguar, go hug a tree. Boy, I've got some beautiful trees to hug around here too. I do appreciate them compared to palm trees.
Yeah, I know. We had a pretty oak tree we were looking at yesterday. I gave him a hug. But when you were saying this is the it's a new moon. We always plant seeds. Well, and it's May, right? So you planting your seeds. You really are. You're creating your entire next year based on what you do now, like from spring equinox to now, because we can all plant at different times, but still it is that's what this energy is about. Beltane was on the first, right? All that God, goddess. I mean, see, that was the God, goddesses getting together and hooking up. Well, you can't even make that up on Venus and Mars going into their home signs a day before that, so it's powerful. Oh, thank you, Gypsy JJ. You're beautiful to me.
Thank you. You are.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
Valerie, were you finished? I was going to ask you what you're up to next when you and Diane are getting together, I guess.
Okay, Diane and I will be together on the 7th, Tuesday night I think it's Tuesday, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be with Sun Psychic Jean tomorrow. I think we're doing readings. Yeah, at 2:30 Eastern.
Fantastic. On your channel or hers?
On hers.
Okay.
And I'll send out a thing on my community.
Sure.
Page.
Good.
Yeah, because I think we're doing readings tomorrow. She likes to do readings, so that's fun. I love doing readings too. So get to do a little bit of everything.
Oh, and it can be fun if you're not. I couldn't do it every day, but I like every so often.
Occasionally,
once a week's good.
Yeah.
Because on Monday, Heather is going to talk about remote viewing in the Wisdom Circle, which we do once a month with 4 other ladies. And this is Heather's month, so she's going to talk about. I can't wait. Remote viewing. I just so jelly. It's something I've always wanted to do and never been able to do it. So I'm excited.
Go a little deeper into it as far as that, and a little deeper into where I've been, so you guys can know.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, what is our show about on Tuesday? We'll be back on
conflict and offended.
being offended and offending. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I haven't started working on it yet, but thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
That's
good.
That's going to be good. So that's Tuesday. And then you guys, Heather and I are going on a break. My daughter graduates college next Saturday, so we won't be having a show next Saturday. And then I'm going to be on vacation with the family for a couple.
And my son's coming to pick me up to go to the 8th grade graduation of my granddaughter. And
so we're gonna be out for a few days, but anyway, we'll be back on Monday, and I mean Monday and Tuesday this week, and it'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
It'll be great. And then we see Valerie again when we come back.
And then when we come back, it's time for the full moon. I love that.
Let's see what we can create, right? Yeah. Look at all you're going to be creating, both of you already, and you see how naturally that unfolds. We all have these plans to start going and enjoying life or going out with our families. It's just so cool how it all just comes.
It's really fun to be able to go places with my family. Everybody's adult now. Everybody's 18 and over, and it's just we're doing a caravan to Southern Colorado. There's 3 cars going down,
and I have high schoolers for grandkids. So
yeah, it's really fun. So everybody, thank you for being here with us today. We so appreciate your comments. It's really fun to have you all involved in the chat. Valerie, thank you for coming as always. We appreciate your information and your love and light. And I guess go out and fly your freak flag and spread your love, because
and include yourself in that love.
Absolutely. So until next time, we love you and thank you again for being here.